I'm Nell, I'm 10 years old and I had hepatitis C.
I'm Charlotte Owen and I'm Nell's mum.
I've just gone to a netball championship, 7 schools, and we came second, my school. I'm Lily, I'm Nell's sister. Hello.
Hello, my love.
Second.
Second.
We're in the championship. I was diagnosed with hepatitis C when I was something like 6 months old.
When I was a baby, I had hepatitis C, but I got rid of it by the time I was like 6 months old.
I found out I had hep C when Lily was born. She was premature, she was 6 weeks premature. And she was jaundiced and she was only 4 pounds. And without me knowing, the paediatrician decided to test her for hep C amongst other things, and I was called in when she was 6 weeks old and told not only did she have the virus, but I did too, and that was when I found out.
See, no, that's not how I would have done it.
Yeah, but that's because you're always wrong, so it doesn't matter how you do it, because you're always going to be wrong.
By the time they retested her at 6 months, I also knew much more about it. And in fact, by then she'd seroconverted and she didn't have the virus. And that was when they assured me that the chances of me having another child and giving her or him the virus were 2%. So I went ahead and got pregnant again.
My first biopsy, I think I was something like 16 months or something.
Anyway, I didn't let them test Nell because I knew she would be positive then. And then at 6 months, I took her back to hospital and had her tested. And the paediatrician told me in tears that Nell did have the virus.
My second biopsy, on the other hand, I knew exactly what was going to happen. I was very hungry and I just went for it.
I didn't tell Nell what she had because here was this incredibly open, gregarious, kind of full of beans girl who was naturally sort of open and honest, and I wanted to keep that, and I thought, and I'm sure I'm right, that if I told her what she had, she would have told everyone else, every other child, every parent, and those ignorant parents in the small town that we live in and the kind of surrounding villages would have stopped their kids playing with her.
Well, she didn't want my school to know that I had it, so it could have been that reason, because I could have gone around saying, oh, I've got hepatitis C, I've got it.
I was really worried for my kids, for Nell and her sister and brother who were there, that they'd be ostracised.
Well, my mum did tell me that I had a liver disease, but to make sure of it, I was always tired. I didn't go for a full week of school from when I was, I think, 5 to, I don't know, 8.
In fact, but it was Nell who kind of persuaded me that she did need to give this virus a name, and actually it was far more terrifying for her having something that didn't have a name and being aware, like every child is, of kind of whispered conversations that stopped when she walked into the room.
But then when I was 8 years old, my mum said, the liver disease you had, or I've forgotten, is called hepatitis C. And I was like, okay.
Giving it a name gave her something to kind of fight against, and also something she could get information about.
Oh, I've learned a lot. I know, that it's, it makes you ill, it makes you sick, and I've learned that if it's not treated, it could be life-threatening. I've learned that brilliant people are working on it.
And ultimately, when she got clear, she decided she wanted to raise money for it. She, came out and talked to the local press, national press.
Okay, Lily, look at this. It's an art.
There? And you are not a very good artist.
Yeah, I did this piano recital, and I have to say my piano teacher was very, very nice to me about it. So like, she had this piano recital to raise money for it, and it was called Nelly Noodle Plays Again.
I'm so proud of Nell. I do think it's fantastic. I mean, she's so out and open about it and informed.
So we put these in the shops that I know and I like, and so this will get money.
You know, she thinks the trust is just the best thing ever, and ultimately she wants to be a doctor and work with children with liver disease.
Probably a doctor, because I just want to help other people with hepatitis C.
So following Nell's treatment, I did treatment a year later, and I'm clear now.
Before, I only went to school 3 or 4 days at school. Now I'm going to school every week.